Hello, myself Prabhakar Pramod Jha, a practicing register valuer, a practicing social auditor, and IBC law consultant. If you have not watched my earlier video on social auditor, or covered chapter first, second, and third, so please watch for video number first, and then attend this. In this video, we are going to cover chapter number 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. इस वीडियो में हम कवर करने वाले हैं चैप्टर नंबर 4, 5, 6, 7 जो NISM का मॉड्यूल है सोशल ऑडिटर के लिए. आई विल एक्सप्लेन इन बोथ द लैंग्वेज, हिंदी एंड इंग्लिश. अगर आपने फर्स्ट चैप्टर, सेकंड चैप्टर एंड थर्ड चैप्टर का वीडियो नहीं देखा है तो पहले आप वो अटेंड कर लीजिए, क्योंकि उस वीडियोज में जो चीज़ मैंने कवर किया है वो यहाँ पे मैं कवर नहीं करने वाला हूँ. अगर आप ये कंबाइंड टोटल 3 वीडियोज हैं, वीडियोज नंबर 1 सोशल ऑडिटर, सेकंड वीडियो एंड थर्ड वीडियो, ये तीनों वीडियो अटेंड कर लेते हैं तो आपका सिलेबस का 60 मार्क्स का सिलेबस कवर हो रहा है विद इन अ 4.5 hours, and you will get minimum 40 marks from this if you are attending this session. So let's start. Chapter number 4. In this chapter, we are going to learn registration and listing on social stock exchange. What we are going to learn? Registration and listing on social stock exchange. What SSC? SSC means a separate segment of recognized stock exchange having a nationwide terminal. List registration. So any NPOs who want to register on SSC, they can register on social stock exchange. The registration is for 12 months. You can check on BSE, SSE, PSC Social Stock Exchange, NSE Social Stock Exchange. The registration is available for 12 months. If you are issuing a securities, any NPOs, NPO include trust, societies, and Section 8 companies. Any NPO listing their security on social stock exchange. So first they have to issue offer document, fundraising offer documents. Now, what is the eligibility criteria? We will going to study what are the process. So first, every stock exchange has to form one social stock exchange governing council, SGC. Full form of SGC is Social Stock Exchange Governing Council. तो इस चैप्टर में ये सीखने को मिल रहा है कि कैसे रजिस्ट्रेशन एंड लिस्टिंग होगा. रजिस्ट्रेशन 12 मंथ के लिए होता है एंड लिस्टिंग एक बार आप फंड रेज करते हो, कोई भी एनपीओ जो ट्रस्ट सोसाइटी सेक्शन 8 कंपनी है जिसको अपना सिक्योरिटी इशू करना है, और इससे पिछले सेशंस में हमने देखा कि सिक्योरिटीज एनपीओ कौन कौन सा इशू करेगा और एफपी कौन कौन सा सिक्योरिटी इशू करेगा. तो वो जैसे ही लिस्ट करेगा उससे पहले उनको क्या कर लेना है, स्टॉक एक्सचेंज को, सोशल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज को अपना एक सोशल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज गवर्निंग काउंसिल बना लेना है. नेक्स्ट, social enterprises. What is the meaning of social enterprises? As per SEBI ICDR, social enterprises include NPO or FP. Okay, then established primacy of social intent, of social impact. So out of 17 SDG, there are 17 SDG Sustainable Development Goal. We have to, our object of the NPO should be at least For a social enterprise, object should be at primacy of intent of social impact as per the 17 SDG. If any NPO or FP is following any of these 17 objects, 17 SDG. In first chapter, we have covered all these 17 SDG. So 17 SDGs में से कोई भी एक सोशल एंटरप्राइजेस जो कोई भी एक भी SDG को फॉलो कर रहा है तो वो इसमें उसका एस्टैब्लिश प्राइमेसी ऑफ सोशल इंटेंट हो रहा है. नेक्स्ट, टारगेट बेनिफिशियरी. टारगेट बेनिफिशियरी. So who will be our target beneficiaries? Target beneficiary must be focused on undeserved or underprivileged populations, geographically area like a scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBCs, people with special need, elderly, children, at risk adolescent, migrant, displaced person. तो ये सब लोग हमारे टारगेट बेनिफिशियरी होंगे. या फिर कोई स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, नेशनल, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का कोई प्रायोरिटीज है, वो भी हमारे टारगेट बेनिफिशियरीज होंगे. नेक्स्ट, फर्स्ट सोशल एंटरप्राइज, सेकंड primacy of social intent, third target beneficiaries, and fourth 67%, 67% and 67%. 60%, 67% in revenue, 67% in expenditure, and 67% in target beneficiary. So 67% of revenue, if we are generating in immediately 3 preceding year through the eligible activities, qualifying activities. So in case of revenue, 67%. In case of expenditure also, 67% immediately preceding 3-year average. And third, our beneficiary, the target beneficiary should be also 67%. Okay. So first, social enterprises, then second is the primacy of social intent. Just a second. Give me a second. Okay. So what we have learned under this: first, social enterprises; second, primacy of social intent out of 17 SDG. Any of the SDG, if you are following, then it's okay. Then third, target beneficiary, and then 67% eligible activities. In 67% eligible activity, revenue also 67% immediately preceding 3-year. Then expenditure also 67% and target beneficiary also 67% in preceding 3-year average. तो क्या सीखा हम लोगों ने? ये सीखा है कि फर्स्ट सोशल एंटरप्राइज, सेकेंड प्राइमेसी ऑफ सोशल इंटेंट. ये कैसे पता चलेगा प्राइमेसी ऑफ सोशल इंटेंट? तो ये आपको आपका जो एक्टिविटीज है, एनपीओ का एक्टिविटीज है या ऑब्जेक्ट है, वो 17 एसडीजी में से कोई एक भी फॉल कर जाता है, एक भी हो जाता है, तो आप प्राइमेसी ऑफ सोशल इंटेंट माना जाएगा। थर्ड, आपके टारगेट बेनिफिशियरी कौन होना चाहिए? एसटी, एससी, ओबीसी, देन एज पर द स्टेट और सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट लॉज। फोर्थ, अंडर प्रिविलेज एरियाज। फोर्थ, एलिजिबल एक्टिविटीज एक्टिविटीज So in eligible activities, 67% of the eligible activities. First, revenue, 67%. Expenditure, 67%. And target beneficiary also 67%. Okay. What are the documents required for listing and registration with the एसएससी सोशल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज? जब सोशल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज पे हम लोग रजिस्ट्रेशन करेंगे तो क्या क्या डॉक्यूमेंट लगेंगे? तो एनपीओज के केस में रजिस्ट्रेशन सर्टिफिकेट एटलीस्ट वैलिड होना चाहिए नेक्स्ट 12 मंथ के लिए। जब हम लोग रजिस्ट्रेशन करते हैं तब तक 12 मंथ ये वैलिड होना चाहिए उनका रजिस्ट्रेशन। एंटिटीज कौन कौन एलिजिबल है? तो एंटिटीज, ट्रस्ट, इंडिविजुअल ट्रस्ट, चैरिटेबल ट्रस्ट एज पर इंडियन ट्रस्ट एक्ट और एज पर statute of the relevant states. Next, societies. Then next, trust register as per Indian Trust Act. Then next, सेक्शन 8 कंपनी। मतलब सिंपल कौन कौन होंगे? तो ट्रस्ट होगा, इन ट्रस्ट देयर आर टू टाइप्स, ट्रस्ट एज पर इंडियन ट्रस्ट एक्ट and in Gujarat and Maharashtra having a separate law, so separate statute, registered trust, then societies, and third, section 8 company. What is the main document? So main document for society is bylaws, and for trust is trust deed, and for company section 8 company MOA and UA. Then the income tax certificate 12AB registration is required, and this 12AB should be at least valid for next 12 months. Registration with income tax IT PAN valid 10. Age of NPO when you are applying with the social stock exchange, new NGO cannot list or register with SRO, cannot register with social stock exchange, require a minimum 3 year. तो आज अगर आपने एनजीओ बनाया है तो आप जाके यहाँ पे लिस्ट नहीं कर सकते हो, कम से कम 3 साल का उस एनजीओ का एनपीओ का एक्सपीरियंस होना चाहिए, और एनी अदर डॉक्यूमेंट रिक्वायर्ड बाय द सोशल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज. नाउ द एनुअल स्पेंडिंग एंड एनुअल रिसीट्स. So annual spending should be at least 50 lakhs and annual receipts must be at least 10 lakhs. How it is possible you are spending 50 lakhs and you are getting a receiving 10 lakhs? So if you having a previous year surplus that you can utilize for as spending. So what is the minimum spending? 50 lakhs and minimum receipts 10 lakhs in past financial year. अगर आपको आपके एनपीओज को रजिस्ट्रेशन कराना है बीएससी सोशल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज या एनएससी सोशल स्टॉक एक्सचेंज, तो आपका स्पेंडिंग जो होता है एनपीओ का पिछले फाइनेंशियल ईयर में 50 लाख होना चाहिए, और रिसीट जो है वो आपका 10 लाख होना चाहिए. इसको समझते हैं। एनपीओ कौन कौन सी सिक्योरिटी ला सकता है? एनपीओ इशू कर सकता है जीरो कूपन, जीरो प्रिंसिपल। देन म्यूचुअल फंड ला सकता है वो, स्पेसिफाइड म्यूचुअल फंड स्पेसिफाइड बाय सेबी, जीरो कूपन, जीरो प्रिंसिपल। एंड थर्ड, any other security specified by SEBI. Social impact fund is like a alternative investment fund. And for FPE, no registration is required with the social stock exchange. They can list on main board, SME platform, or innovator growth platform. So they can issue equity, debt, social impact fund. It is like a alternative investment fund. Equity you can list on FP can list on main board, SME platform, innovator growth platform. Debt only on main board. So when you are listing your NPUs with social stock exchange, then first you have to give a offer document to raise the fund. And once you raise the fund of zero coupon, zero principal, then your security will be listed on social stock exchange. So when you are issuing offer document, then you have to give the details, your vision of NPO's target segment, strategy, governance, your governing body, composition of board, management, who are the KMP, key managerial persons, operations, where is your operational office, financials, financial statement as per section 2 clause 40 of Companies Act 2013. Compliances documents you have to submit, your ITR returns, your registrations, 12AB, FCRA registrations, your main documents, social impact, what are the risks involved, and what is your risk mitigation plans. So this will be given in the offer document before issuance of zero coupon, zero principal. Now, social audit and social auditors. Social audit is not a new concept. Manrega, then Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana. There are many schemes are run by the state government and central government, and each schemes are audited by the social auditor. So social audits are going on from many years, but this is a new in case of SEBI, social auditor, because now the NGO, NPO will get the fund through the issuance of securities. Their NPO's security will be listed on stock exchange, social stock exchange. How much fund they have raised, how much fund utilized, where the target beneficiaries got the benefit or not. So not only the books of accounts need to be audited, their quantitative and qualitative analysis need to be done. That's why in this field also social audit requirement arises. So you can see the Manrega, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee. So NREGA and conduct social audit all NREGA projects implemented at Gram Panchayat. Then under CSR also social impact assessments. You have to remember this CSR section 135. 135 of Companies Act 14. 5 crores and more immediately, 3 immediately preceding years. These limits you have to remember for your exam. सो सोशल ऑडिट एक नया कॉन्सेप्ट नहीं है. सोशल ऑडिट बहुत सालों से बहुत सारे प्रोजेक्ट्स में हो रहे हैं, जैसे कि नेशनल रूरल हेल्थ मिशन, सर्व शिक्षा अभियान, मनरेगा. इस सब के सोशल ऑडिट तो गवर्नमेंट करा ही रही है, सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट, स्टेट गवर्नमेंट अपने लेवल पे. बट सेबी के लिए हाँ जरूरी एक नया बात है, क्योंकि इससे पहले एनजीओ को फंडिंग कैपिटल मार्केट के थ्रू नहीं मिल रहा था. हमारे एनजीओ को बहुत जरूरत फंड की जरूरत थी, जिससे कि हम लोग एक ग्लोबल मिशन जो एसडीजी 2030 तक कंप्लीट करना है, नो पॉवर्टी, क्लीननेस वाटर, एजुकेशन इंप्रूव करना है, एनवायरनमेंट क्लीन करना है. तो ये सारे ऑब्जेक्ट को लेके 2030 तक ये सारा मिशन को अचीव करने के लिए एनजीओ का बड़ा ही इंपॉर्टेंट रोल होता है. एंड उसके लिए क्या है कि सेबी ने एक सोशल ऑडिटर का भी कॉन्सेप्ट निकाला, जिसमें कि ये जो एनजीओ फंड रेज करेगी, उसने फंड को प्रॉपर यूटिलाइज किया क्या, उसने टारगेट बेनिफिशियरी को फायदा हुआ कि नहीं, सोशल इम्पैक्ट कितना क्रिएट हुआ सोसाइटी का, उसका ऑडिट करेगा. सोशल ऑडिट क्वालिटेटिव एंड क्वांटिटेटिव दोनों फॉलो करता है. एंड हाउ मेनी सोशल ऑडिट स्टैंडर्ड्स आर देयर? 16. तो आपको याद रखना है 16 सोशल ऑडिट स्टैंडर्ड्स है. सोशल ऑडिट डेफिनेशंस. Social audit is a process of reviewing, verifying social account at the end of each social accounting period. Social audit is sometimes used generally for the concept and whole process. ये आपको याद रख लेना है. Social audit is a formal review of company endeavor, procedure and code of conduct regarding social responsibility of the company, impact on societies. Now, SEBI defines social auditor as an individual registered with a self-regulatory organizations under a SRO, under the purview of ICAI SRO. To be qualified as a social auditor, an individual must qualify certification program conducted by NSM and hold a valid license. So this is the definition of social auditor. You have to remember. इसको ब्रेक करना है तो आपको समझना है, तो ऐसे लिख सकते हैं: a person registered with the SRO, second, passed an ISM exam of social auditor, and third, hold a valid certificate. Continuously. That's why this hold, because this certificate is valid for 3 years. So before expiry of 3 years certificate, you have to appear the exam again, or you have to attend a CEP hour at that time. So either you have to attend a CEP hour or you have to appear the exam. NISM, suppose they are conducting a CEP hour, then you can attend a CEP hour. सोशल ऑडिटर को क्या डिफाइन किया है कि रजिस्टर्ड विद SRO, NISM एग्जाम पास्ड और कंटिन्यूसली होल्ड करे सर्टिफिकेट. आपका कंटिन्यूसली होल्ड करे सर्टिफिकेट का मतलब ये है कि जैसे ही आपका एक्सपायर होने वाला है 3 ईयर का, उससे पहले आपको ले लेना है. अब उस टाइम पे NISM क्या करती है, तो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस जो जो आज तक का है उसमें देखा है मैंने कि NISM को अगर कैंडिडेट मिल जाते हैं अच्छे खासे, तो वो CEP ऑर्गेनाइज कर लेता है, या तो फिर वो एग्जाम जैसे मर्चेंट बैंकिंग कुछ कुछ पेपर्स के NISM CEP हाउस कराता है. Now difference between social audit and financial audit. What is the difference? Financial audits, audit of financial statement and transactions, cover non-financial limited only, whose aspects are additional information to stakeholder business who are mainly interested in the financial statement. So basically, financial audit is a audit of financial statements and transactions. So these cover only the monetary. Very limited non-financial matters are covered. Financial auditors are keeping in the mind objecting of issuing an opinion on the state of financial affairs of the company. ये फाइनेंशियल अफेयर्स जो भी कंपनी के उस पे ही अपना ऑडिट करते हैं. Deals mainly on the study of financial data. Now, what about the social audits? It looks at the impact caused on the society by the organization. Society ने और NPOs ने क्या NPO organization ने क्या society में impact किया है, social enterprises. It's not only consider the financial data, it's also consider the qualitative, quantitative, both. Non-financial data also social audit consider. Takes an outside approach looking at the organization, dealing more with the how non-financial stakeholders view business rather than how managers, owners, organization plan it to be. Deals with the study of social impact parameter, most of which can be gathered from outside the organization which is being audited. Involve the stakeholder of the enterprises, adopt triple bottom line approach. Basically, social audit is financial and non-financial matter consider. Qualitative and quantitative aspects. Third, they adopt, their concern is all the stakeholders. They adopt a triple bottom line approach. Third, and fourth, social auditor will gather the information through the target beneficiaries, and then they will form an opinion whether what impact created by a society. Now, difference between financial auditor and social auditor. Financial auditor having a financial perspective, social auditor multiple perspective. What is the eligibility? Practicing chartered accountant can become a social auditor. CA, CS, CMA, postgraduate with 3-year experience in development sector, graduate with 6-year experience in development sector. Any other person with suitable accreditation with minimum 6-year experience in a development sector. Aspects cover financial, economical, social, and environmental. Comparing with the form audited and auditee within the organization, external organizations, other comparative organizations. Then impact, only financial performance is the key metrics. Here social impact, social performance as well as financial audits are key metrics. Method, standardization method. Here method vary as per the project. So social audit standards, we have to adopt different social audit standard for different projects. Indicator deals primarily with the quantitative, both qualitative and quantitative indicators. Audit conclusion, reflection of the financial matter of enterprises. It reflects social impact of the enterprises. Now, certain principles of auditing are need to be followed. Integrity. Integrity is the foundation of professionalism. When we are doing auditing, then we have to follow integrity, fair representations, true and fair information, truthfully and accurately, do professional careers. So we have to apply diligence and judgment in auditings. Then confidentiality of information. We have to maintain the client information confidential. We have to be independent all the times. Impartiality of the audit, objectivity of the audit conclusions. evidence-based approach. We should collect the evidence. And risk-based approach, the approach that consider the risk and opportunities. Now the professional code of conducts for social auditor. Again, most of the things are similar. Integrity. Social auditor is right, truthful, and fair dealing and honest. Objectivity. Social auditor will not compromise judgment because of base, conflict of interest, or any other person, institutional influence. Confidentiality, professional behavior. They will behave in a professionally manner. Professional competence and due care. Always update, maintain the knowledge. Independence all the times. Not get influence in the professional judgment. What are the certification requirement to become a social auditor? So after completed a course of NISM exam and receive the certificate of complaisance. So qualifications you can see CA, CS, CMA, postgraduate with 3-year experience in the development sector. Graduate is minimum 6-year experience in the development sector, and any other person with a suitable accreditation with minimum 6-year experience in a development sector. Certain skills are required for social audit. Audit principle auditor should know. Management system standards they have to follow, or social audit standards. When the auditor is doing audits, social audit, then they should know the social audit standards. Information regarding auditee, applicable statutory and regulatory requirements. Certain essential knowledge, basic audit knowledge, then auditing knowledge and skills, compliances applicable to specific geographical areas, stakeholder consultation method, strength, weakness, opportunity, threats, effective communication is required, interpersonal skills are required to deal with the many persons, personal and professional attribute, ability to make decision based on verifiable and material sources, problem solving and analytical skills are very important. Then impanel with the SRO. So after passing the exam, you have to impanel with the SRO. Then experience of individual firm institution. If you are registering as a firm, then you need a 3-year experience. Scope of work for social auditor. The social auditor managing audit program should communicate with the relevant parts of audit programs, including risk and opportunity involved, relevant interested parties, inform them periodically, define objective scope, criteria for individual audits, select audit method. So these are the audit method, how you are going to conduct the audit, through the human interaction or through the no human interactions. तो ऑडिट कैसे करते हैं? एक तो ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन से आप क्वेश्चन कलेक्ट कर सकते हो, या नो ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शन से। ह्यूमन इंटरेक्शंस में भी आपका लोकेशन ऑफ ऑडिटर में ऑन साइट आप जा सकते हो, या रिमोट वाइज आप नेट के थ्रू आप इंटरेक्ट कर सकते हो। सो कंडक्टिंग इंटरव्यूज, completing checklist via internet also you can conduct the interview, observe the work performed done. So these are the, you can read simply, you will understand. Now this is very important for your exam perspectives. Accounting system and internal control system. Accounting system and internal control system. Accounting manual and standard operating procedures. So accounting manual contain the description of the accounting systems and relevant accounting policy. Then standard operating systems we have to follow. what is, if you are knowing the standard operating procedure, then the audit will become easy. So various process, income, expenditure, cash, bank, fixed assets, charts of accounts. Charts of account contain the list of accounts which were on the accounting system. So you please try to remember these four, 1, 2, 3, 4. Cost center, the list of code enter into the system to identify the cost. Up to this you have to remember. Chart of account contain the list of account which are there on accounting system. And accounting manual including SOP contain the description of accounting systems with relevant accounting policy and procedure designed for various process, income, expenditures, cash, bank, fixed assets. Now delegation of authority, maker and checker system. So matrix contains the details, role and responsibility of each level to ensure the smooth functioning and approval of the transactions. So who are the person designated for a maker or checker? IT controls contain the details regarding IT control relation to accounting systems such as access control. So you can, if you will study all this and you try to remember. In social audit report, title of report that clearly indicate report is an independent audit. Social audit report is ordinarily addressed to the engaging party, but in some cases there may be other intended user also. Audit objective, audit scope, identification of the audit client, identification of audit team, auditees participation, dates and location where the audit activities are conducted, audit criterias, audit findings, related evidence, audit conclusion, statement of the degree to which audit criteria has been fulfilled, any unresolved diverging opinion between audit team and auditee. An audit report can also include or refer following. So these are the list you can go through once. You don't have to remember all these. Challenges related to social auditing. What are the challenges you are going to face? Capturing a software data can be challenging. Capturing a social and economical impact is a tough task. Traceability of certain stakeholder groups, intervention of adult learner, nomads may be difficult. Overclaiming of impact need to be addressed, assigning role to the intervening variables, capturing quality of life of indicator by the stakeholder, using lead weights can be avoided over claiming. Multi-dimensional project implementation will coverage of the sectors, lack of social auditors who are equipped to conduct social audits. So these are the challenges. Social audit standards. What is the meaning of audit standards? So when certain group of people following the same standards, otherwise there are many social auditor and they will do their own way. So that's why one common social audit standards are made so that everyone social auditor will follow the same audit standard. So the same for same application, same sense in the same way. देखिए सब लोग अगर ऑडिट करने निकले सोशल ऑडिटर तो सब लोग अपना अपना अप्लाई एप्लीकेशन अप्लाई करेंगे. इससे बेटर है कि सोशल ऑडिट स्टैंडर्ड को फॉलो करें जो ऑडिट स्टैंडर्ड है और उसको फॉलो करके अगर ऑडिट किया जाए तो सब सारे जो ऑडिटर्स हैं वो एक जैसे ही एक ही प्रिंसिपल के ऊपर ऑडिट करेंगे. So social audit standards are how many? 16 social audit standards are there. SAS 100, eradicating hunger, poverty, malnutrition, equality. SAS 200, promoting health care, including mental health, sanitation, and making available safe drinking water. If you try to remember these 16, there are chances you will get 1 or 2 marks from this. So please try to remember this. The most important out of this, I will say this, 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 this. So try to remember this. There are 16 social audit standards are there, and different standards are for different. So SAS 100 is for eradicating hunger, poverty, malnutrition, equality. SAS 200 promoting healthcare. SAS 300 promoting education, employability and livelihoods. SAS 400 is for promoting gender equalities. Supporting incubators of social enterprises. SAS 800. SAS 1300 promotion of financial inclusions. In this way you have to remember. Scope of social audit standard or social audit standard should be applied while conducting a social audit. So whenever we are doing a social audit, we have to apply social audit standard compulsory. Social audit standards frameworks. ICA social audit standards framework provide guidance for the element and objective of social audit performed by social auditor. It provides a frame reference for social auditor when performing a social audit. Second, for responsible party, engaging party, and other stakeholder who are intended user of social audit report. So please try to remember this. Social audit standard frameworks. Social audit standard is useful for whom? Social auditor when performing a social audit. And second, responsible party, engaging party, and other stakeholder who are intended user of social audit report. So social audit report, who are the who can use the social audit report? Responsible party, engaging party, and other stakeholders. So if the questions, I'm asking you the question like, who are the intended user of social audit report? So these are the person who are responsible party, engaging party, other stakeholder. कौन इंटेंड यूजर है सोशल ऑडिट रिपोर्ट के लिए? तो रिस्पॉन्सिबल पार्टी, इंगेजिंग पार्टी एंड अदर स्टेक होल्डर. किस किस को सोशल ऑडिटर स्टैंडर्ड फॉलो करना है? बेनिफिट होगा तो सोशल ऑडिटर को बेनिफिट होगा जब वो सोशल ऑडिट करेगा, और ये सब पार्टी को इनडायरेक्टली. Social audit engagement. Social audit engagement, there are 5 elements of social audit engagement. First is three-party relationship. Three-party relationship includes social auditor, responsible party, and intended user. Second, social project programs, intervention scope. Third, social project monetary frameworks. Fourth, audit evidences. And fifth, audit report and social impact assessment report. So these are the social audit engagement. Please try to remember these 5. Three-party relationship. First party is social auditor. Social auditor means individual registered with the SRO who have qualified the NISM exam and continuously hold the waitlist certificate. Responsible party. Who is the responsible party? The person or person who is responsible for the subject matter. Generally, social enterprises is the responsible party. So social enterprise is a responsible. Intended user are the person or persons, class of person whom social auditor prepare a social audit report. So intended user will be the responsible party, also means social enterprise can be also, or any other party also. So intended user means social enterprises also or any other person also. Intended user, the person or class of person from whom social auditor prepared the social audit report. The responsible party can be one of the intended user, but not only the one. The social इंटरप्राइजेस भी इंटेंडेड यूजर हो सकता है या उसके अलावा दूसरा भी कोई इंटेंडेड यूजर हो सकता है. प्लीज try to remember this. It is very important. So this is the, please go through once. This is a social audit report. It contains section 1, section 2, section 3, and section 4. Stakeholders: social enterprises, beneficiary, risk investor, impact investor, outcome funder, third party evaluator, intermediaries, regulator, societies, vendors, third party agency, government, fund and provider, trustee, director, corporates. Communication with those charged with the governance, TCWG. Try to remember this full form. Communications with those charged with governance. So social objective of the social auditor: communication with those charged with governance. Communicate clearly, plan, overview, plan, scope, and timing of the social audit. Obtain from those charged with the governance relevant informations for the social audit. Then timely observation arising from the social audits that are significant and relevant for the project and program. Promote effective two-way communications with the social auditor and those charged with the governance. Communicate properly, appropriately to those charged with the governance. Deficiency in internal control program implementation management. The auditor should identify during the social audit. Social audit planning. Social auditor should establish overall engagement strategy that sets the scope and timing direction of engagement. The social auditor should identify the characteristic of engagement, define the social audit scopes, then ascertain reports objectives of the engagement, consider the facts, social auditor professional judgment, consider the result of primary engagement, ascertain nature, timing, extent of resources necessary to perform the audits, include a description procedure required to be compliant with the social audit standards, update overall engagement strategy and work plan as if required during the engagement. There are two types of data sources. One is the primary and second one is the secondary. Primary data include data collections of one and more individual interviews, questionnaire, focus group interviews, observations. Secondary data is the data collection include may one or more journal articles, comment or analysis research textbooks, dictionary. So all these published informations in a public domain is a secondary source of data collections, and primary is the first time when we are collecting information through interview, questionnaire, focus group interviews. Use of technology in a social audit. Stakeholder interaction by virtual meeting, phone surveys, information database on project side, donor, stakeholder, beneficiary, voluntaries, data analysis, visualization, presentation of infographics. No. In this chapter is very important for your case studies. So if you thoroughly study this chapter, then this chapter not only will help you in the to score the under this chapter, but also this chapter will help you in a score in case study. अगर आप ये चैप्टर पढ़ लेते हो तो आपको ये चैप्टर के मार्क्स तो मिलेंगे, प्लस केस स्टडीज का भी मार्क्स मिल सकता है. Social impact assessment is the process of research, planning, management of social changes or consequences. Social impact will be either positive or negative, intended, unintended, arising from policy, plan, development, and projects. Please try to remember this. Social impact assessment will be positive also and negative also. What are the steps in conducting a social impact assessment? Setting the objective, define the scope, then analyzing the stakeholders, the potential stakeholders which need to be involved in the process, measuring relevant parameters. Social enterprise will plan its interventions and how the activity achieve the outcomes and impact. Verifying and valuing impact, monitoring and reporting. So this whole process is a social impact assessment. Now, in detail, social impact assessment, strength, weakness, methods. So there are three approaches we can follow for social impact assessment: qualitative, quantitative, and monetization. Qualitative, quantitative, and monetization. What is the meaning? All three approaches have their own strength and drawbacks. First, we will study the qualitative. Qualitative approach, research in-depth study of social impact. Please try to mark from this qualitative approach, research in-depth study of social impact. Now, quantitative approach helps in analyzing large number of data on a analyzing large number of data. So this is quantitative. And monetization approach help investors in understanding social impact in terms of monetary returns against the investment made. Qualitative approach, research does in-depth study of impact. So this is a qualitative. Quantitative approach help analyzing the large number of data. The name itself saying that quantitative. Qualitative क्या बोल रहा है? In-depth study of social impact. Quantitative क्या बोला है? Analyzing the large number of data. And monetization approach helps in investor understanding the social impact in terms of monetary return. तो मोनेटाइजेशन आपको हेल्प कर रहा है अंडरस्टैंडिंग करने के लिए जो सोशल इम्पैक्ट है वो मॉनेटरी टर्म्स में कितना आपने अचीव किया है, अगेंस्ट आपने कितना पैसा लगाया है. So this is a monetization. So these three approach you can remember from this, and the examples, the method of qualitative, you can apply theory of change method. Quantitative, survey and statistical data analysis because it's a numerical. And monetization, social return on investment or cost benefits analysis. These are the tools you can utilize. Now, different organization model for structuring evaluation. So different organization use different models. First model is outsourcing model. So outsourcing model, they are not conducting their own social impact assessment. They are outsourcing this role. So the organization, in order to get unbiased and effective report, organization prefer to outsource social impact assessment to external agency. Please try to remember this line. They are not conducting their own social impact assessment. They are आउटसोर्सिंग, जो खुद नहीं अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का सोशल इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट करेंगे, वो क्या करेंगे, दूसरे किसी पार्टी को, एक्सपर्ट को आउटसोर्स कर देंगे ये काम, in order to get unbased and effective reports. Next, partnership model. Partnership model, how to remember this? Partnership, apart from contractual relation, research and policy teams can build mutually beneficial partnership. So research word is the keywords. Research and policy teams can build mutually beneficial partnership. These partners can interest both the parties are combined, like researchers who are interested in conducting research on a policy question and policy maker and programs implementer who are seeking to ensure good quality impact. So there is a partnership model, partnership between researcher and policy maker and program implementer. And fully integrated model, third, fully integrated model. The integrated social impact assessment. So integrated social impact assessment is a fully integrated model, integral part of the program where the social impact assessment is carried on a regular basis, not at the end. So fully integrated model is conducting on a regular basis, not on a end. Fully integrated model क्या होता है, रेगुलर बेसिस पे सोशल इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट होता रहता है, ये पर्टिकुलर पीरियड एंड होने के बाद नहीं होता है. सो दिस इज द क्रक्स. सोशल, which social impact assessment is going on a regular basis, that is a fully integrated model. You can go through once advantage, disadvantage. Do it yourself. Next math model is do it yourself. The name itself says that do it yourself. That means social own, the social enterprises can develop their own social impact assessment. So they will do their own social impact assessment. So first they will develop their own social impact assessment tool, which can be customized to the expectation of stakeholder of the organizations. So few companies have done, SDFC implemented this, do it yourself. Second, organization like a Wipro, Aspire, ये सब इन्होंने भी implement किया है. Now theory of change. Please understand theory of change. This is a qualitative approach. Implementation strategy like a input, what program activity you are doing. Outputs is the immediate result. Immediate results. Outcome is like a mission, and this is like a vision. So we will see through the example. देखो ये इनपुट्स है, कोई भी प्रोग्राम्स एक्टिविटीज करते हैं. ये आउटपुट्स इमीडिएट रिजल्ट है. ये आउटकम मतलब आप शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स एंड इम्पैक्ट इज ए लॉन्ग टर्म गोल. See, there is a problem of malnutrition and health problem among the children. This will help you in case-based questions. So please understand this concept, theory of change. Problem, malnutrition, health problem among the children. This is a problem. Then intervention and programs, health camps organized in a school. So now what is the input? Time and effort taken by the doctors and medical staff. This is the input. Now, then what is the output? Immediate result. Output is the immediate results. The number of children attended the health camps. This is the immediate result. Next is outcome. This is the short-term goal. That is a mission. How to remember this? If you remember the mission, you will able to recollect short-term goal. increase awareness about the among the children and parents about. And impact is the long-term goal. Vision. Improved health parameter of children. Another example, problem is lack of toilet in a rural areas. So activities, that means inputs, construction of toilet in a rural school. What is the immediate result? Output, number of schools with newly constructed toilets, number of students using the toilet, number of children who started attending the school. So this is the immediate result. Outcomes in is a short-term goals, increase awareness about the sanitation and cleaning, improve attendance in of girl children. And what is the long-term goal? Impact, improved health of children, develop interest in education. So this is the theory of change. So theory of change, please try to understand this. Input, output, outcomes, impact. Please try to remember IRS plus. IRS plus is an impact accounting system. IRS plus is a impact accounting system which can be used by the impact investors to measure and manage, optimize their impact. So this is an impact accounting system who used by the impact investor. For what purpose? To measure and manage, optimize their impact. Global Impact Investing Network, GIIN. Try to remember this full form. GIIN offers IRS Plus system to support the practice of impact investing and promote transparency. Global Impact Investing Rating System. Global Impact Investment Rating Systems is a comprehensive and transparent system for addressing the social and environmental impact. Just a second. Full form of GIIRS, you have to remember, is a comprehensive and transparent system. Is a comprehensive and transparent system for assessing social and environmental impact of developed and emerging market companies, and fund with rating and analytics approach analysts to Morningstar investment rate ranking and Capital IQ financial analytics. GRI stand for Global Reporting Initiatives, established in 1997, partnership with the United Nations Environmental Programme. There are three categories under GRI standards: GRI Universal Standards, GRI Sectors Standards, and GRI Topic Standards. Now, UN Global Compact offer companies to align their strategy and operation with 10 principles covering human rights, labor, environment, and anti-corruption guides company in achieving SDG. Over 9,500 companies, 3,000 non-business signatory from over 160 countries are associated with the UNGC. UNGC stands for UN Global Compact. The principle of UNGC was human rights, principle 1, principle 2, labor, principle 3, 4, 5, 6, environmental principle related 7, 8, 9, and anti-corruption principle is 10. Omidyar network. Omidyar Network is a social change venture which invests in social enterprise and working towards strengthening the communities. To this, you have to remember. Omidyar Network is a social change venture which invests in social enterprises for what purpose? Towards strengthening the communities. So direct impact and social impact. So Omidyar networks creating a two types of impact, direct impact and second sector impacts. Now Aviskar. Aviskar is a indie micro venture capital fund started in 2001. Aviskar is an Indian micro venture capital fund started in 2001 with a vision to provide leadership in rural and undeserved region in India. This you have to remember. Indian Social Responsibility Network. Indian Social Responsibility Network. The name itself says that network is a platform created for professional from diverse sector to channelize their service to undeserved societies. This you have to remember. This is a platform created for professional from diverse sector to channelize their service to undeserved societies. You can go through the sample indicator social performance once. Now, what are the issue or challenges when conducting a social impact assessment? So when we are conducting the social impact assessment, what are the problem, issue, changes we are going to face? जब हम लोग सोशल इम्पैक्ट असेसमेंट करेंगे तो उसमें क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम फेस हो सकता है सो लैक ऑफ यूज ऑफ टर्मिनोलॉजी फर्स्ट इज द लैक ऑफ यूज ऑफ टर्मिनोलॉजी there is a variety of terminology used across different approaches. Then lack of standardization of reporting frameworks. Another challenge is there are multiple frameworks guidelines for social and environmental reporting at internal level. So which we should adopt. Lack of standardization of reporting frameworks, no standard. Lack of common measures within the sectors. Lack of common measures within the sector. Few organizers consider the cost effectiveness. Few consider benefit cost ratio. Few organizations use the qualitative approaches. So different organizations following a different measures. So lack of common measures. Unavailability of accurate and reliable data. So unavailability of accurate and reliable data. The data are not available, accurate and reliable. Smaller organizations often do not maintain the proper database on input, output, outcome, impact indicator. To get a true picture of the social impact, so it is a problem. Next, assumptions. Projections on outcome impact indicators are often based on assumptions. So assumption will be the problem. Again, challenges. Interdependence. Interdependence refer to the outcome of one or series of intervention. They are dependent on each other interventions. So interdependence on other programs or other external factors. Time frames. Social impact can be conducted for any time frame. Such programs show impact in 3 to 5 years. Like a health initiative, finance program, whereas some programs show impact after 15 to 20 years, like a environmental programs. So time frames are also prime problem. What are the following challenges of social impact assessment? Interdependence is of challenges, assumption, time frames, standardization of reporting framework. So this is wrong. Lack of standardizations we have studied now. See, you can see the lack of standardization of you can see lack of standardization of reporting frameworks. So all three are correct, and this is wrong. Now case studies. Chapter number 8, case studies. Case studies are purely based on chapter 7. So if you study chapter 7, you can apply knowledge of theory of change knowledge, then approaches, monetization approach, qualitative approach, and quantitative approach. Then you can apply chapter 6 knowledge, social audit standards, and you can apply social audit method of chapter 7, 6, and 5. If you apply this knowledge, you can easily able to solve case studies. This is the application of your theory knowledge. So this paper is of 100 marks. 85 marks are direct questions and 15 marks are application of your theory knowledge. They will ask you case-based questions. So you can apply your knowledge. 85 marks to pass, you need a 60 marks. आपको पास होने के लिए 60 मार्क्स चाहिए. तो अगर केस स्टडीज में आप अप्लाई नहीं कर पाते, थियरी अच्छा जा रहा है आपका, इफ यू आर नॉट एबल टू अप्लाई करेक्ट टू फाइंड द करेक्ट आंसर इन द केस स्टडी, लीव इट. Try to attend 4 to 5 marks. That is enough. Focus on this part. If you are able to apply your knowledge, theory knowledge in a case-based question, then you can attempt. Otherwise, you can ignore. Because if you are attempting a wrong answer, you can able to lose your marks. So it's better you should leave it. Ideal marks to attend the question is 82 to 86 marks question you can attempt. Again, this is my own opinion. You can make your own. You can plan your own. आप plan कर सकते हो अपना खुद का. 82 to 86 ये मेरा ओपिनियन है. मेरा रिकमेंड मतलब किसी को रिकमेंडेशन नहीं है. यू कैन आप अपना हिसाब से बना सकते हो. 100 मार्क्स के क्वेश्चन है. 85 मार्क्स डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछे जाते हैं. 15 मार्क्स के आपका जो भी थ्योरी पढ़ा है आपने उसका एप्लीकेशन होगा यहाँ पे. तो ये एप्लीकेशन मोस्टली 3 चैप्टर का होगा. उसमें 7 चैप्टर का ज्यादा वेटेज होता है, 6 का थोड़ा और 5th का थोड़ा. सोशल ऑडिट प्रोसेस ये आपको 5th से एंड ऑडिट स्टैंडर्ड 6 का. इतना आप अप्लाई करते हो तो ये चैप्टर आप कर पाते हो. अगर फिर भी प्रॉब्लम्स हो रहा है केस बेस्ड क्वेश्चन में, तो जितना आपको अटेंड करना है 4-5 मार्क का, जितना आपको लग रहा है मैं कर पा रहा हूँ उतना ही करें, बाकी छोड़ दें. क्योंकि 85 मार्क्स का आपके पास थ्योरी फिर भी है. और पासिंग के लिए हमको कितना चाहिए? 60 मार्क्स चाहिए. अगर आप 90 भी लाते हो तो भी सर्टिफिकेट एक वही सेम मिलने वाला है. 60 से 70 भी लाते हो तो भी वही सर्टिफिकेट मिलने वाला है. तो क्यों रिस्क लेना? इट्स बेटर दैट यू शुड give the exam, attempt the question which you are knowing. If you don't knowing, then don't attempt, leave it. Suppose if a question having a 2 option only, true or false, then you can take a risk, you can attempt the question. Otherwise, in 4 options, don't try to attend too many questions, 100 questions, 95 questions. If you are knowing the answer, then good, you can attempt, you can take the risk. But if you don't knowing the answer, then again attempting, then your answer will be 0.25. Each mark will be debited, and 0.25 each wrong answer So suppose you have attended a 85 questions. Okay. Out of 65 is a right, correct answer, and 20 is a wrong. Then for 20 wrongs, they will deduct you 0.25 multiplied by 20. So 5 marks they will deduct. So total correct 65 marks. 65 marks minus 5, 60 passed. So plan wisely and accordingly give the paper. Don't attempt too many questions. All the best to all of you.